Hello everyone, Bia here, and today I wanted to discuss a little bit about red mage. Now, I've tried to take this job just a little more serious in the last couple of days, and as I looked around the forums, I had a real hard time finding what I felt I needed to find, and that is a place that says, this is what you need to do. This is your launching pad, your starting off point, your jumping off point. So I'm hoping to create at least a little bit of that for someone out there and condense some of what I found, here on a video and make it short and sweet. So what you're going to find here is a few tips, basic breakdown of the opening rotation for high-end stuff, and hopefully you can enjoy it. So first things first, I like to have my gauges out in the front. That's kind of a common thing. Manafication, of course, is a huge DPS increase for you, so having that where you can see it is important. And an odd one is corpse and corpse. And the reason I have corpse and corpse here is when you come through your rotation on the second time, you get that boost from verholy or verflare, whichever one you used. And then if you start getting lucky with verfire and verstone, it's really easy, depending on how lucky you get, that corpse and corpse won't be up. So I need to know if I need to close that gap on my own, or if it'll be up in a brief amount of time and I can use it to close that gap. Because the longer you wait from doing your melee combo, the less DPS you're doing. So before I start doing a breakdown of like the kind of starting rotation, I had all this gear from Summoner, because that's really my main. And when I came to look at it, I wasn't doing the damage I wanted on Red Mage, and I had way higher spell speed than this and almost no determination. So, as you know, almost 50% of the cast that Red Mage does is instant, so spell speed means a lot less than it does on the other two casters. And as I started to balance these numbers here, I started to see a lot more potency, a lot stronger impact. So definitely here's some numbers to start with. They do have slightly different weights, and I'm not going to get into the debate of that. You can go to Reddit for that argument, but I did notice once they started evening out a little bit, my damage went way up, whereas at one point I had skyrocketed crit, decent direct hit, and almost no det, and was doing basically trash damage. So I'm going to break down the kind of starter rotation that you'll build off of for any kind of in-game fight, because they're almost all single target right now. So basically what you're going to start with is always pop diversion first, and then you're going to hit acceleration as soon as you can. When they start to pull, they do the pull timer. Hopefully if you're with a decent group, you're going to use a hard cast of verthunder if possible. Then, or you can do veraero, you can do one of the two. Instant cast the other one. Then you're going to do your off global cooldowns, your fleche and your Contre Sixte. If you want, and the fight allows for it, you can do corpse to corpse and then displacement, because it will be reset. Then you're going to slowly work up your gauges. So you can see I'm just going to work them up until they're between 40 and 50. And once they're there, then we're going to do the real combo. So now that they're there, you can go into your pot if you want to, do your manafication, jump in, do your embolden in there unless you have a better time to do it to line up with somebody you're running with. In this case, I want to do verholy, I'm going to do my fleche. Hit acceleration as you come around, because that way you can balance out really quickly. And you can see that we're really working our numbers up very quickly. And I'm having to only cast a few jolts in order to maintain my DPS, or maintain my proc, basically is what I'm saying. This job is really good for keeping the DPS high with still all this movement that you can do. And hopefully you guys really enjoy that part of the job. So we'll dive in. This is our kind of normal one where we have our we don't have manafication up, so then we're going to do flare that time. Pop that acceleration on that cooldown when it comes around, and it always seems to be in line, depending on how lucky your procs that is. And this is basically the rotation. You just continue to do this. Okay, so let's take a look at that rotation sort of at speed. So here we go. Hopefully I can pull it off decently. There's our slow cast. So you can see how, I want to hit that. You can see how easily you can get back up to that cast without corpse and corpse being back up, which is kind of what I opened the video on. And that can be discerning in a big fight, so hopefully you guys don't have that problem. And I really don't want to wait until that's up to lose that DPS. So, you know, it's hard enough in this game to keep that solid DPS. But anyway, guys, that's an example. You pretty much just repeat this cycle over and over again, and the damage will spike back up here in a second if you continue to go. Whenever you do your combo, it kind of spikes back up. But that's pretty much it. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And good luck, guys. Have fun raiding.